Cape Breton ACORN, it has been up and going since really January of this year, and since then we've had a couple of, really exciting things happen. Our main thing has been the Healthy Homes campaign. In Cape Breton, the rental housing situation is just really brutal, both in terms of the prices and conditions. Most rentals are either older converted homes or trailer parks, and yeah, the conditions are just abysmal. The municipality actually has a fairly good minimum standards bylaw in place. It's pretty comprehensive, but they just don't actually do anything to enforce it. We met with the municipality, both elected representatives and city managers. The bylaws managers said that if people really had a problem with where they were living, they would just move. The mayor tried to convince us for a while about all the wonderful things he was doing for poor people, and how dare we talk to him about what he's not doing. It was really ridiculous, but we had a successful action outside of the CBRM Civic Center back in April. We had about 30 people turn out, which, not bad for Cape Breton. We got tons of media, just tons. CBC, the local paper, the provincial paper, the Chronicle Herald. We even got a couple of news cameras out. So yeah, the response to that was really good. And at that, we also had, it helped us identify some community allies, like the Every Women's Center came out and were very, very supportive of us and kind of talked about some of the issues that their clients had. Since that action, we had a couple of meetings and decided, with there being a municipal election coming up this fall, that was the best way to carry it forward. We have a couple of councillors who are somewhat supportive, but their support kind of stopped at actually moving anything, or before it got to moving anything at council. So what we're hoping to do is raise the Healthy Homes campaign as an election issue, hopefully get some commitments out of candidates, and maybe if one of them wins, hold them to it. We'll see how that goes. The other issue that we're taking on is a bit more recent. We've partnered with the Cape Breton District Labour Council and the Halifax District Labour Council to take on Nova Scotia Power. For a bit of the background, Nova Scotia Power was privatized in the early 90s. The parent company now is called Emera. Half of their profits come from Nova Scotia, and they've been investing that to buying up majority shares in power companies in the Caribbean, elsewhere in the world. And their MO seems to be to jack up rates, lay off line workers, just whatever they can do to make money. Within the course of 1 week, they announced that they were seeking the 8th and 9th rate hikes that they've asked for in the past, I believe, 6 years, that their CEO's compensation packages were going up. The CEO and president of Nova Scotia Power now makes $1.4 million. And they also threw a huge party for themselves at the Halifax waterfront. So people are, that was kind of not a great idea on their part. People are really mad, but we've been getting great response. We got about 40 people out to a rally outside of the provincial building in Sydney. Once again, the media response was great. And it seems with the Healthy Homes stuff, the response we've been getting from comment sections of the paper, just, chatting to people in the community, has been a little bit mixed, but this is just something that everyone is on board for. So what we're calling on the government to do is to reject the rate hikes, and also to restore Nova Scotia Power to public ownership. On the government level, none of the parties are really talking about making it public again, but a poll in the Chronicle Herald showed that about 85% of the people who responded are in support of making it public again, so that's really positive. that campaign, we want to meet with the folks in Halifax who are working on this to kind of like see how we can coordinate efforts across the province, but we're hoping to get things back up and going in around the time that the rate increase is going to the Utilities Review Board. But yeah, I'm kind of anticipating good things coming out of that, given the amount of public support we've had without even really having to work too much for it. The Healthy Homes stuff, as soon as I get back, I'm hoping to hit the ground running with it. We have a meeting scheduled for July 11th, and we're going to be trying to recruit, well, obviously ACORN's always trying to recruit new members, but we really want to get more people involved with this and kind of figure out what we can do in the municipal election to raise the Healthy Homes campaign as an election issue, and hopefully get some commitments out of the people who get elected. And I think that's it. Any questions?